of a ghost town, under cursed moon's glare, stands the old wooden barn at the edge of despair. The whiskey bottles lay shattered where secrets don't die, and the echoes of train whistles sing out a lonesome cry. Dust storms rise with a vengeance from the silent desert floor, as shadows dance in the flames of the barn's fiery door. Dancing with a burning barn, spinning in its fiery walls, twisting round the cinders, holding tight to what was lost. Every flicker tells a tale of a love that turned scorn. Haunted hearts keep dancing on the night the barn burned warm. She swore love by the river, beneath the willow's shade, but her promises were empty, just like the bed we made. Found her whispering in moonlight in a stranger's coat of arms. By dawn I watched my bitter tears feed the flames upon my farm. Burning church on the hill, its bell told her deceit. Forgotten graves stirred, their silence incomplete. Dancing with a burning barn, whirling in its scalding embrace. Each ember a memory, each shadow her face. Every spark a whisper of nights when love was sworn. Cursed hearts keep dancing on the night the barn burned warm. Ash-laden whispers, the desert winds confess. In every crackling timber, I hear sweet red dress. Ghostly waltz in the firelight, the past refuses to die. Dancing with the specters neath the black, starless sky. Dancing with a burning barn, scorched earth under my feet. Moving through the memories that refuse to retreat. Every fire dies down, but this ghost will always mourn. A heart forever dancing where that old barn burned warm. Whispered in the shadows, down in the hollow where the cold winds moan. Dust devils dance and the tumbleweeds roam. There's a town, just a shadow burn under the sun, where whiskey whispers and the slow rivers run. Old chapel bells ring out the past, echoes of souls in the night they have met. Whispers in the shadows, calling out my name. The ghosts of my past, playing their game. Revenge is a traveler on a road with no end. Lost love and betrayal around every bend. I once loved a girl as fierce as the storm, but she left with a stranger at the break of dawn. Under a blood moon by the old sycamore tree, We swore our love, but it wasn't to be. The preacher man said, son, save your soul. But I'm lost in this desert, cursed and cold. Whispers in the shadows, calling out my name. The ghosts of my past, sharpening their aim. Revenge is a traveler, chasing the winds. Lost love and betrayal, my cardinal sins. In the silent desert I face my fears. The voices get louder with each passing year. A reckoning's coming like a train's lonesome whistle in the heart of the night, like the strike of a thistle. Whispers in the shadows, I can hear the call. Frozen in time, in this spectral thrall. This land of the lost, where I make my stand. Holding on to ghosts in this cursed wasteland. Out where the sunset bleeds rust on the ridge, underneath the hollow sky's mournful white, lies a ghost town's whisper, the broken bridge, past the dusty bottle where dreams run dry. Hear the trains cry cut through thin desert air, echo in the tales of old lost despair. Echoes from the hollow sky calling low, spinning tales of love betrayed and curses cast. Whiskey burns slow as cold winds of secrets blow. In the shadows sky, no I Out where the horizon bleeds rusty red, in a ghost town where even shadows dread, the wind whispers tales, old and spun, of a heart betrayed by a loaded gun. Beneath the sun's merciless rain, only whiskey soothes the pain. Ashes of the desert wind swirling around my sins, where every trail of dust buries trust. Ghosts ride the storm tonight by the lone church light, and revenge whispers low in the places dead men go. Once loved a girl with eyes so wild, promises made in the heat beguiled. Under the steeple we swore forever, but her heart was a roving river. Found her lies with the setting sun, by the tracks where the slow trains run. Ashes of the desert wind stirring the fears within, every gust of scorn cry under the vast unyielding sky. Lost love's a phantom pain in the silence of the rain, and revenge whispers low in the places dead men go. Face haunting the corners of this forsaken place. With each sip, the past grows clear, echoes of what I held dear. Tonight the desert's gonna know my name, as I light the sky with her memory's flame. Ashes of the desert wind now cleanse my battered skin. With fire in my soul, I claim control. This cursed land takes its toll, but I paid my role. Let revenge lie low, where the lost and lonely go. So if you find yourself passing through where the wind howls secrets old and true, remember the tales of dust and bone, where love and betrayal craft their throne. And listen close to the desert sin, for the wispy soothes the pain on the wind in. Out where the wind whispers secrets untold, in a land cursed by the sun's vengeful hold, lies a ghost town, shadows cling to decay. Each wooden plank a story, faded and gray. Forgotten graves hum the old sinner's mass, while the devil's ashes stain the broken glass. Underneath the blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lay bone dry. Hear the lonesome train whistle cry in the devil's ashes. Good men die. Once a loved bloom, while wild, fierce, and free. Under that old scorched Joshua tree, betrayal's sharp knife, a silent vow broken, left nothing but vengeance, best served cold and unspoken. Her laughter haunts every deserted street. In the swirl of dust storms our past I meet. Underneath the blood-red sky, whiskey bottles lay bone dry. Hear the lonesome train whistle cry in the devil's ashes. Good men die where burning churches once stood tall. Now only ghostly confessions call. There by the old well I confronted my fears, the echoes of bullets lost in the years. She stood there waiting, pale as the moon's glow, her eyes telling stories no one else could know. Underneath the blood-red sky, whiskey bottles now testify. The lonesome train has had its say. In the devil's ashes I'll stay. This land of curses, my final bed, where spirits whisper among the dead. Through the dust of a ghost town's cries, where the shadows claim the midday sun, I ride with a bottle of whiskey's my guide, past church bones where faith once died. The wind's a sermon that whispers of sin. In the forsaken places I've been, riding through the ashes under cursed skies, haunting the silence where my old love lies. The echoes of train whistles far and wide, carrying my sorrow. In the night I confide. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, betrayed by a kiss in the twilight she cried. The heart of a gambler with debts unpaid led me to the barrel of a gun betrayed. A storm came and washed my sins into sand, left me a phantom in a barren land. Riding through the ashes with ghosts at my side, searching for redemption where my demons hide. Each whistle's a reminder of what I once defied. In the dust storms of memory, endlessly I ride. In the mirror of the night, under starlit confessions, I face my reflection in its haunting questions. Was it vengeance or salvation in the paths I chose? Only the desert knows. Only the desert knows. Riding through the ashes, finding peace at last in the quiet of a grave. All my pains are past, burning bridges light my
this is where I'm strong.
In the shadow of the holler, where the cold wind moans, stands a church, scorched and empty, in a field of weathered bones. Dust devils dance on broken glass, whiskey whispers on my breath, the echoes of a prayer lost in flames, a sermon preached on death. Burning embers, scarlet sky, memories, fury untamed. The cross stands black against the fire as the devil calls my name. Hell's own choir sings in the wind, the past won't let me be. A haunted man with a cursed land as far as eyes can see. Ghost town secrets buried deep beneath the chapel floor. Love letters and a locket, a vow lost in the war. A preacher man once took my heart, then took everything I had. In the ashes of that holy place lies the good turn bad. Smoldering ruins, midnight's cry, shadows lengthen fate. A crucifix once golden, now a charred and bitter blade. Voices haunt the desert's edge where my sins freely roam. Church bells chime no more for me, this land's my final home. Underneath the silver moon, the truth hard and raw, I face the man in black and rose, his word the final law. Gun smoke twirl like spirits lost, his final breath a sigh, a whispered curse upon the winds neath the endless starlit sky. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust, fire cleanses sin. I walk along the endless road where grief and guilt begin. For every love that turns to ash, for every broken vow, I am the keeper of the flames, the outlaw of the night. Each verse, chorus, and bridge in this dark, acoustic outlaw ballad paints a picture of desolation and redemption, wrapped in the haunting atmosphere of a ghostly western landscape. Out where the hollow winds whisper sins, past the chapel where the fire took the saints, there's a trail lit by the ghost of a lantern's glow, where whiskey bottles mark a path only the cursed to know. Each step a memory, each shadow a tale of woe. Where the lantern path waits, so do the bones of fate. Under the moon's cold watch lies a story unspoken. The cries of the night, they know my name. Lost love's echo and the winds that never wane. The dust remembers a stride of forsaken boots through silent towns with boarded
flame that burns in a lover's scorn, and a man with a heart from which all warmth is shorn. Promises like tumbleweeds, gone as soon as they're sworn. Where the lantern path waits, the silent gates, past forgotten graves, where the love once bloomed. Here lies the dust of dreams decay on cursed lands where we once prayed. In the valley of shadows I met my fears, face to face with the years and the salt of my tears. A showdown with the ghost in my mind, where the past and present are cruelly entwined. I reach for my gun as the night resigns. Where the lantern path waits, I settle my scores with the ghost of my love and the wars of my remorse. The stars witness my sins in this desolate expanse. I walk alone, gave the devil his dance on the lantern path. There's nothing left but to advance.
Out where the dust whirls the tales of the past, under the shadow of sins that will last. Whiskey bottles lay empty, souls hollow inside, in the town where the church fire and dark's secrets reside. Echoes of train whistles mournful and low call through the night to the ghosts that I know. The smoke flying high, revenge sings a ballad old as the stones buried 'neath crosses and unmarked bones. She was an angel, made the devil repent, but love turned to ash and away she was sent. Betrayal, a cold whisper on a hot desert night, led to a fire that set the heavens alight. Her laughter now haunts every corner of my dreams. In the silent desert, nothing's just as it seems. Blood on the church fire, embers of fate, where the heart meets the shadow at the old pearly gate. Songs of the fallen, hymns of the damned, echo through the wasteland, vast and unplanned. Face to face with my reflection in a shard, all my sins laid bare in a yard of disregard. The truth burns hotter than the fire's own wrath, walking this cursed land on a broken path. Church fire, redemption too late. I carry this story, I carry this weight. Fate's written clear in the night sky's expanse. In the ashes I found my lost last chance. So here I stand where the old church burned down, whispering secrets to the lost and the found, with blood on my hands and fire in my soul. In the heart of the desert I've paid my toll. In the shadow of a chapel where the cold winds moan lies a town too cursed to claim a name of its own. Whiskey bottles line the streets like candles for the dead, underneath the blood-red sky and the full moon's dread. Hear the prayer of whispers in the chapel's mournful halls, begging mercy from the ghosts that wander through its walls, where the vows of love were traded for a gunfighter's aim. Echoes of the past, they whisper vengeance in my name. Once a lover, now a specter in the dust and heat. Her memory haunts the silence of the empty cracked streets. A train whistle cuts the night like a scream across the plain, recalling fires that turned holy ground to ashes in the rain. Hear the prayer of whispers in the chapel's broken pews, each one a testament to choices that a man might choose. From the depths of shadowed love to the stark light of day, the whispers speak of a price that's yet to pay. By the light of a burning church, I saw her face again. In twisted flames found the truth. It was I who bore the sin. A whisper in the desolate, forgive it softly pleaded, but revenge, a thirsty blade, remained decidedly unheeded. So a prayer to whispers in the chapel under stars so cruel and bright. I'll lay down beside forgotten graves, disappear into the night. Let the desert claim its due, where the ghostly voices swell. In the silent dust I'll find my peace as the chapel bell knells. Lone echo fades away in lands both cursed and swept, where whispered prayers meet the dawn and the old secrets kept. Swallowed by the shadows of the past, where the wind whispers secrets in the dust. I walk the streets, a ghost among the ruins, a whiskey bottle clutched in these cursed hands. Old train whistles moan a song of what was lost. Echoes of laughter, now just empty sounds. I'm dancing with the lonely road under the pale moon's glow, spinning tales of a love that died and the revenge I came to know. Each step a story of betrayal in this silent desert night, where my heart beats in the rhythm of the fading twilight. There's a church at the edge where the prairie meets the sky. Its cross stands black against the fire it once knew. She promised forever by those old burning pews, but lies festered under the bell's solemn toll. Now her whispers haunt the canyons like a curse. In the cold grip of night, I recall every word. I'm dancing with the
Here stands the gallows where truth came undone, revealed in the hollow end of a gun. Her ghost in the shadows with eyes so forlorn weeps for the man that revenge has now torn. Desert holds my secrets like a lock without a key. This path of dust and sorrow where my soul no longer roams, I find my peace within the storm, the road that now is home.
Out where the whiskey whispers to lost souls in the night, a lone train whistle moans under the pale moonlight. Ghost town shadows dance on walls of crumbling stone. A lone figure stands, his heart turned cold as bone. He made a deal with the devil's devil deep beneath the sand for a shot of vengeance in a cursed and barren land. Burning churches, forgotten graves at the echoes of his plea. Now he walks with ghosts, the price of being free. Now he walks with ghosts, the price of being free. In a dusty bar with a floor that told of sin, he lost his love to a gambler's smile traded in. Promises like vapor in the desert's harsh embrace. Her laughter now just whispers, her touch a fading trace. He struck a deal with the devil's devil, heart black as coal. Traded his soul for a chance to fill this hollow hole. Burning churches, silent deserts where no righteous man shall tread. He walks alone, a spirit among the dead. Underneath the starlit void where silence makes its bed, he faced the truth within him, words unsaid. The devil laughed a cold laugh as he drew his final breath. There's no escape from vengeance, not even in death. There's a deal with the devil's devil that binds like iron chains. In the haunted hush of night, only sorrow remains. Burning memories, fading tracks in lands that God forgot. He's the ghost of his own making, the outlaw that time caught.
In the shadow of a dead town's chapel door, the wind cries tales of a blood-red lord. Sand grinds slow on an empty street where my boot heels echo and lost loves me. A bottle's throw from forgotten graves under the watch of a whispering apes. Pour me a drink of that old ghost whiskey, burns through the tales of the good and the risky. Here in the dust where the dark secrets fall, I'm just a shadow that's bound to the brawl. Whiskey, my confidant, my vengeful friend. On you my last hopes ascend and end. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes, in a town too small for goodbye. She left me a note by the light of the moon. Meet me by the church, come high noon. But the train whistled once, then twice it roared. She was gone with the gold, left nothing but sword. Pour me a drink of that old ghost whiskey, tales of betrayal and love that missed me. Here in the dust where the silent bells call, I'm just a pilgrim at the sorrow's own ball. Whiskey, my judge, my jury, my end. In your ember depths my heart beats suspend. Whiskey jar, each drop a memory, each sip a scar. Here in the dust where the old ghosts dance, I played my part, took my last chance. Whiskey, my reckoning, my final plea. In your shadows, I'm forever free. Under the harsh desert moon, where the shadows claim the dunes, a ghost town sleeps with secrets, whispering old forgotten tunes. Whiskey bottle laying empty by a grave, no cross marks its claim. Here lies a tale of venom, hearts wrapped in a serpent's sinful game. Oh, there the winds cry serpent's prayer, echoes of the damned and betrayed. Fire in my throat, dust in my eyes, on cursed lands my heart's been swayed. The rattlesnakes hiss, the preachers amiss, where salvation just a ghostly flare. Silent desert holds my confession, my lament for serpent's prayer. She was a flame untamed by love, burning through my brittle bones. Her kiss a venomous remedy, making a king fall from his throne. Betrayal's breeze brought me to kneel in the dust of my regrets. A train whistle moans in distance for a soul that never forgets. Oh no, the winds cry serpent's prayer, trail of vengeance and the misled. Love's a burning church at midnight, in the ashes of the words we said. The preacher's words, now devil's verse, In the silence of the wastelands, I met my ghost just at dawn. Face to face with my failures, as the specters sang their song. I drew my gun with a trembling hand, pointed at the heart of my despair. A shot rang out across the plains, answered the serpent's prayer. Oh, the winds die serpent's prayer, buried deep in the sands of the scorn. My fate sealed by this outlaw land. From this burden my soul is torn. Now here I lay in the silent grave, with my sins laid bare and rare. Beneath the stone I write my tale, the end of serpent's prayer. So let the desert swallow whole the story that the night air declared. A lone gunslinger's final word, the curse lament for serpent's prayer.
Out in the hollows where the dead trees bend, whiskey bottles lay with the tails they end. The moon throws shadows over cursed land, ghost town echoes of a noose's stand. Footsteps whisper through the silent dust, each one haunted by a broken trust. I'm dancing with my last ride under cold starlight, spurs and silence in a slow graveyard glide. She's a memory that the whiskey can't hide, dancing with my last drive on this long last night. Once loved a woman with fire in her eyes, found her whispering with my demise. Trust traded for gold, love sold for a price. Betrayal's kiss felt colder than ice. In the quiet of a church, flames rose so high, left nothing but ash and a lonesome goodbye. Dancing with my last ride beneath a blood-red sky, with the ghosts of my past and the reasons why. She's just a phantom that my heart can't deny. Dancing with my last ride, and I can no longer cry. By the old rail tracks, heard the train's mournful call, echo in the night of my deepest fall. Faced her specter in the dust, storm's wild swirl, saw the truth unfurl. The relentless twirl. Now I'm dancing with my last ride, where the lost souls hide forgiveness and vengeance. Side by side, this stands my final stand, with fate's harsh guide in the desert sands. I abide, I abide. This journey through shadows and dust, set to the tune of a lone guitar, draws its last breath as the story fades into the vast, haunted expanse of the west. In the heart where the shadows drown, old whiskey
whiskey bottles lay thrown around. Dust storms dance on forsaken streets where my boots echoing past whispers meet. Gone with the ghost town under blood red skies. Lost love's laughter, now just ghostly cries. Where dreams are dust and the whole church burns, I walk with shadows till the night returns. There's a memory fading on the chapel floor of the woman I loved, ain't here no more. She left with a stranger, train whistle blew. In the night so silent my revolver knew. Gone with the ghost town under morning moons. Echoes of footsteps in abandoned saloons. With each cracking fire my old heart yearns for a whisper of her as the candle burns. On the edge of town by the forgotten graves, I confronted the past and the wind that raged beneath the cursed land where our secrets sleep. I found the truth in the shadows deep. Gone with the ghost town where vengeance lies in the silent desert under stormy skies. Now I'm just a specter where sorrow turns in the dust of legends and love that burns. Crimson on the land, dust whips the face of a forsaken band. Whiskey bottles lay by the roadside bare, echoes of a train cut the chilly air. On this lonely road where shadows conspire, flames dance around an old church spire. Tales of a cursed soul's fate, riding past the gates of a ghost town's hate. Once loved a beauty, eyes like stormy skies. Her promises as hollow as her midnight lies. Found my heart buried in forgotten graves. Now I'm just a shadow in the canyon caves. Down this endless road under starlit fire, smoke curls around that burning church spire. The night air carries the weight of lost debates, haunting the silence of my ghost town's gates. In the silent desert, the truth comes clear. Her betrayal's the venom I still taste, bitter and severe.
face to face with my past. The showdown begins. In the flicker of moonlight, is that freedom or sins? Tracks and pain on this haunted trail, only echoes remain.
Bleeds into rusty dust. Crickets sing the prelude to the night's cold hush. Old leather whispers tales from boots caked in crust. A lone shadow walks the line between the righteous and unjust. Whispers in the dusty boots riding through the gloom. Echoes of a love betrayed beneath the blood-red moon. Every step a story buried, every star a tune. Whispers in the dusty boots sing the outlaw's rune. These boots have wandered through ghost town, silent as the grave, past whiskey bottles and cards laid out by the brave. In the whispering wind they speak of a path I once paved, through cursed lands and past churches we burned but couldn't save. Whispers in the dusty boots, shadows on the run, haunted by the melody of bullets in my gun. Dust storms stirred by sins that can never be undone. Whispers in the dusty boots, faded morning sun. Underneath that old willow, where secrets lie deep, the echoes of her laughter and the promises we keep. Now it's just her ghost and the company I reap. In the quiet of the desert, the past is never asleep. Whispers in the dusty boots carry me to the end, where memories twist the hearts they will never mend. A trail of redemption or a curse I just pretend. Whispers in the dusty boots, forever my condemned. So here I walk with dust chill as my only friend. These boots will carry whispers till the stars themselves descend.
whiskey bottle by the grave, where the desert shadows fall. Lone cypress standing sentinel. The lone wolf starts to call. Dust devils dance on cursed lands, where my boots tread worn and thin. Ghost town echoes haunt my nights with the sins of might have been. Oh, buried deep where the silent rivers flow, in the heart of a gunslinger, under moon's eerie glow. Revenge is a lover lost in the wind's relentless side, burning fires in forgotten graves beneath the blackened sky. Train whistle cuts the silence, like the lie she told so sweet, in the chapel by the altar, where our fates did once meet. Her betrayal, a serpent's kiss, under that old sycamore tree, led me to do this lonesome path, carved out by destiny. Oh, buried deep where the shadows cling to rust, in the soul of a gunslinger, driven by unjust whispers in the sandstorm's howl, crafting mighty decrepit tide. Stars witness in the heavens this desperado's cry. Silver badge and a loaded gun, fire in my veins so cold. She's a memory fading fast, but her lies, they never old. By the crackling fire I see her face, in every burning flame. But tonight, with the cold steel, I'll end this wicked game. So buried deep where no one else will roam, in the grave of a gunslinger, I finally found my home. In the shadow of the old church spire, underneath the moon's pale choir, lies a town swallowed by the sand, whiskey bottles in withered hands. Dust storms whisper through broken doors, echoes of boots on creaking floor. Ghost trains moan in the dead of night, on the edge of the fading light. Beneath the ghost town, secrets lie buried under a cursed sky. Hearts once pledged and shadow deeds, now just ghosts and tumbleweeds. There's a tale of a love betrayed in the silent streets where we once played. A silver locket, a rusted gun, a game the two could never have won. She promised forever by the burning church, left a man with his soul in the lurch. Her laughter's a memory fading fast in the winds of a whispered past. Beneath the ghost town, vengeance waits in the shadows of sealed fates, where love once lived, now only grief among the dust and forgotten leaves. In this desert I face my sin, the echoes of what might have been. The wind calls out her sweet false name as I light the match, set the past aflame. Beneath the ghost town I find my rest, in the heart of the wild, wild west, forgiving the ghost in the desert's embrace. In the silence I find my grace.